साथ संगत जी गज के फतेह बुलाओ वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। कल तारन गुरु नानक आया सुनी पुकार दातार प्रभ गुरु नानक जगमाहे पिटाया। Bhai Das Ji writes that God heard the sufferings of humanity and sent Guru Nanak into this world as a savior. The world was burning in the fire of hatred, prejudice and greed. He came into this world with a divine message of love, peace, unity and devotion to God. Tan Nanak, teri vaddi kamai, vadda parkh pragatya, kal jug andar jot jagaya. To fully understand the impact of Guruji's work, it is important to understand the political and religious conditions existing at that time. There was great political upheaval in India. The Lodi Empire had collapsed, and the Mughal Emperor Babur had invaded India. To gain power, his army assaulted and mercilessly butchered the poor and innocent people. Hindus were being forced to convert to Islam. The common man had become victim of Qazi and government officials. There was widespread hunger and poverty. Guru Nanak condemned the terror spread by Babur's invading army in strong language. Rajeshi Mukaddam Kutte. Rulers are like ferocious tigers, and their subordinates are like dogs. Kalkati Raje Kasai Taram Pankar Udariya Kur Amavis Sachindarma Dise Nai Kechariya. Kings have become butchers. Cruelty is their weapon. Their sense of duty has vanished. And in this dark night of falsehood, the moon of truth is not visible anywhere. Unfortunately, today's prevalent religious animosity and intolerance is unparalleled. The same power-hungry politicians are still the same. Far worse forms of terrorism have been inflicted upon civilian population in recent times. As we all know, on September 11th, thousands of innocent civilians were killed in a large number by a form of suicidal fanaticism. Suddenly, the minorities in the West feel insecure. They find themselves under threat and terrorized by the major communities. Those who even remotely look like the terrorists shown on TV get attacked. Hundreds of Muslims and Sikhs have been assaulted in the USA, and many other incidents have been reported around the world. Guru Nanak's compassion for the distressed humanity did not confine itself to only being aware of their pain. Neither did he stop at empty empathizing. In 1497, despite the hazards of travel, Guru Nanak Dev Ji undertook 4 long journeys, also known as udasis. He walked about 82,000 miles by foot to different countries of the world to preach his mission of love for humanity and God. There was definitely a divine force behind Guru Nanak's decision to undertake long and hard journeys. Guru Nanak had a deep mystical communion with God when he disappeared in Verbain for 3 long days. When he emerged, his first statement was, "Na koi Hindu, na koi Musalman." The call came to him to spread this message of truth and put humanity on the righteous path. Due to the lack of right direction, people had wavered from the spiritual path. Wherever he went, Guru Nanak challenged various inequalities within the society. He revolted against ritualism, caste system, prejudices, and idol worship. He had the courage to speak the truth. During that time, women were seen as inferior. They were not given the right to get educated and were confined within their homes. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was far against this and preached equality and liberty for women. In his composition, Siddh Gosht, he told the yogis that the aim of his religious journeys was to approach the true religious people who had fled to the caves and jungles. He explained to them the responsibilities to go back and help the people who were suffering. He emphasized that salvation can be achieved by seva and simran while living with your family at home. It is a matter of great significance that his main companion, Bhai Mardana, was of a low caste Musalman. He chose to live and dine with poor Bhai Lalo instead of a rich landlord Malik Pago. Considering the prevailing cultural practices, this was socially and religiously unheard of. Nicha andar neech jaat, nichi hu at neech. Nanak tinke sang saath, vadiya so kya rees? Jithe neech Somalian, tithe nadar teri bakshish. His approach in conveying his message was very direct, and so he instilled Chardi Kala, fearless spirit, in his students, his Sikhs, and said, "Jo to prem khilan ka jao, sir tar tali gali meri aao." He approached people in their villages to put across his mission. He gave discourses in the language of the people to build up mutual confidence and make them self-reliant. During his visit to Mecca and Baghdad, he gave discourses stressing the presence of the Creator everywhere and in all directions. Guru Sahib set an example by leading a householder's life. Preaching his mission, he was even taken to jail during Babur's invasion for his outcry against injustice and torture. He exhorted the people to shun hypocrisy and superstitions and lead the truthful life. Ironically, we are not living up to our Guru's teachings. There are many categories of Sikhs today, like Sajtari, Namtari, and Nirankari Sikhs. Instead of accepting Guru Granth Sahib as a living Guru, Sikhs have become followers of sons and babas for materialistic gains. Consumption of liquor, tobacco, and drugs is on the rise among Sikhs. We are reverting back to ritualism. Too much importance is being given to Masya, Sangrant, and fasting. All of this is due to the lack of education. Punjab has the highest percentage of female infanticide. Women are not given the equal status and are not allowed to do seva in gurdwaras. We can bring a stop to all of this by reading Gurbani and then contemplating on it through satsangat. Our ultimate goal in life is to reunite with Vaheguru's Jyot, and we can achieve this only if we walk on the path given to us by our Gurus. Man, tu Jyot Swaroop hai, apna mool pachan. Man, har ji tere naal hai, gurmati rangman. Guru pyari saat sange ji, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.